So I'm leaving quite early. This is a sleeping Sanson behind me, and it took me a moment to find the signs. There's one up on the wall, and the next one is across the road at the bus stop. As I said, it took me a moment to find them. I don't know if you'll be able to see that arrow, yeah. And it was an amazing night last night. Well, first of all, I think it's just gone, 5:59, so I'm a half hour later than I had intended. I wanted to start off early today to test how it is walking from 5:30, because I have a few very long walks planned. So nearly, 28 kilometers. I've never planned one up to 30, but very close, 28, 29. And so I wanted to see if it made a big difference for me to leave early in the morning in terms of my strength and power. And I just got distracted because I was saying hi to two of the ladies who also left. So this is the practice route. Well, not practice route, but this is a practice path this morning. And sorry, I tend to get distracted. I tend to lose my train of thought. So sorry about this. I'm not sure if this is probably going to be an outtake, so there might not be any cuts for this. This is what happens with ADHD. Anyway, so I'm trying it out, leaving early in the morning. The other reason for leaving early in the morning is to avoid the heat. Now today I probably won't have much of that because it's meant to be another cool day, which is fantastic for me. I also have only a short distance to go today. So I think it's maybe 21 kilometers today. But after that, it's going to be a lot longer. So this is the litmus test, really. And if it works, then I'll go longer the next day. And possibly from there on out, we'll see. I've got kind of a route mapped out. I'm trying to avoid the classic routes, and I'm trying to avoid the classic stages, and I'm trying to stop in between so that it's maybe a little less crowded. But I was going to tell you very briefly about last night. We had an amazing evening at dinner time at the Albergue where we stayed. The man who owned it, he made dinner for all of us, and there were two Korean ladies, a mother and a daughter, two Spanish ladies, a mother and a daughter. One is from Uruguay, but anyway, speaking Spanish and living in Spain. And then my friend Tina from Slovenia and myself, and it was great. We laughed so much. We had such a fantastic time. There are going to be some, well, if you didn't watch yesterday, then watch yesterday, because there's some really sweet photos. Well, I don't know how sweet. You'll find them, probably. We'll see. You'll see. Really, really great time. It was a great way to end that day. And I mean, that's part of what, how I keep saying the Camino provides. And, it provides all of these things. It provides the things we need. And that's also camaraderie and laughter and making new friends. And while I'm thinking about it, it's only like 10 minutes later from when I last talked to you. I want to say that I have been able to read all the really lovely and encouraging comments, and that's so cool. It's so neat. And I just want to say I haven't figured out how to reply yet. I would if I could, but I accidentally started an entirely new channel somehow instead of being able to reply. So yeah, I'm replying with my heart and my thoughts. And I also wanted to say that none of this would be possible without the hard work and efforts of my daughter Stella Faith, who's putting this all together. I might have mentioned it once, I'm not sure, but I want to make sure to mention it now. And otherwise, even if I could figure out how to simply upload, it would be pure chaos, as you might have noticed already. And yeah, I'm trying something different today. I've got my bag. I'm carrying it in front because my left hip has been hurting a bit, and it occurred to me last night that I might not just be walking. It might be that my backpack isn't sitting quite right because I have my pouch around my hips. And I also checked my straps this morning and they were slightly off. So I imagine that might be something I have to do now and again, is make sure the straps are all still even. But yeah, so I've adjusted my straps, changed the way I'm carrying the belt, and hopefully the hip pain will go away, because certainly wouldn't want that for 25 more days of walking or whatever it's going to be. I can show you a bit of the countryside now. That's the path ahead, and that's the other side. All right, buen camino. Okay, so I've reached the outskirts of Logroño. This is actually my destination for today. Remember, I said it was going to be a short walk, and it's kind of a big city. I forget what the population is, but it looks like a lot if you can see all the city things in the background. So this was about it was 3 hours and 40 minutes to get to here, and I still need to get into the city and find my accommodation, my albergue, and I had 2 5-minute stops to eat a couple bananas and put the cover on my pack because it started to rain. So this thing I've got on my head, this was to protect my ears earlier on. And yeah, and then it wasn't raining bad. It was just a light rain, nothing drastic, and it was chilly, it wasn't too cold though. So yeah, that's it for now. Maybe since I'm here quite early in the day, it's not even 10. Maybe I'll go out for a walk later and we can see what there is to see. I wanted to say something today about resistance. Sometimes people put themselves in particular environments, alternative environments, or therapeutic or healing environments, or something like the Camino. And they might be doing it intuitively because they know that there's healing that needs doing. We all need healing in different ways. And the thing is that sometimes people aren't quite ready for that environment. And the reason they're not ready is because they have not met yet with their resistance. They have not made friends of their resistance. They've not founded a relationship with their resistance. I learned a long time ago that when you resist something, when you come up against resistance to anything, it usually means it's time to stop and listen. Not stop and talk, but to stop and listen. And to find out, what is this resistance? Where is it coming from? What does it mean? What is it here to show me? What can I learn from it? What can I learn from all of this? So, when people get in these kinds of environments and they don't yet understand their resistance, then it can become inordinately difficult or challenging, because they are not able to surmount what is being offered them, because they don't yet understand their resistance. And creating this relationship with existence, with existence too, relationship with existence, but creating a relationship with resistance enables a person to recognize it when it appears and to begin learning from it. Before you embark on any kind of a vast healing journey, it's important to reach out to resistance and acquaint yourself with it so that you can recognize it when it comes. And eventually, you could even build up a friendship with it. I once did that with arrogance. I never thought myself to be arrogant, and then I met my own arrogance, and we formed a bond, and now we can laugh together. And and you can do that with resistance as well. And it's vitally important to do that with resistance for any healing path.